Alrighty, I'm back. Check 1, 2, 3. Oh no, my headphones on. I'm like, why can't I hear myself? Check 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Okay, so where were we? The visibility of this. It's too visible. So let me go back to universe. Look at the script. So this all works, but I have to make it happen at a different time. So basically, I don't want this to go on ready. So this would actually have to go into login. How would I access this stuff from here? I don't know how to connect this to the other scene. Okay, so I need to figure out how to get this. This too has got to connect. Cannot drop notes because script login.gd is not used in this scene. Don't really know. So why is universe loaded? I don't have it set to load automatically. Just game data. Does game data have universe in it? No. What is in the run? Game. Okay, so that loads the game file. I don't see why it... Oh! On ready it adds universe. So actually, I don't want it to load universe. I want it to load login? Hold on. Let me look at code. Downloads. Okay, so for game, it loads world through here. So when I play it, the world script is loading. Get true root, get node name. I don't really get the root, the tree thing. So I could change this to do this stuff. On login. So I could have this load on the universe one. And then I could make on the login one. When it gets the correct response, then I do all this shit. So in mine, I did a change scene, not a load scene. And I loaded the universe scene here. And that actually works. can take this out. And I don't want it to be a child. I want to straight up change the scene, unlike the way code did it. Let's try, see if this works. Script.game.gd. Could not parse. Oh, this has to pass. Okay. So now it changes to the correct scene. It's logged in. Awesome. Okay, so now we're in the universe scene there. And from the universe scene, I can make all this visible. So the map, I don't know how it works, but for some reason the map is on top of the UI. So I think for this, okay. So now the chat doesn't work, but it is showing. This should all be visible. So I'm going to make for current map, I'm going to make a variable. And we'll say if current map declare that up here. And I'll say if current map equals null, current map equals this map. Okay, so that's more expandable. Not allowed inside expression. If current map assignment not allowed inside expression. Oh, equals. There we go. So now it's saying if the current map doesn't exist, set current map to this and then make current map visible. So this will be good later too, because if I create save files, I can put in a current map variable and I can set that up. So part of the reason this isn't working is because there's no host. So I have to... The next part, the login works, but I have to create a host. Hello, this is Joseph. Spam. Game data.email. Drad High, thank you for the follow. Mucho appreciated. Make sure to check out my game when you get a chance. I very much need reviews on it. I'm logged in. Why don't it work? It's like not working. My bot always confusing me. Damn you, bot. Why you no work? Why doesn't it work? Oh, it's working now. I don't know what I did. Whatever. I don't get that. I don't get that program. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do first, just to get it so it's working, is I'm gonna just put, I'm not gonna use the spawner. I'm just gonna remove it. We're just gonna delete it for now. And I'm just gonna try and put the player in there. Instantiate child scene. Player. Okay, so the player is now in the scene. It looks like he's in the... He's not controllable at this point. Which is weird, he should be. Okay, if I put him under the map. Let's actually do something real quick just so this goes faster. Just have the information pre-entered so that I can just click login during the development process. So now I can't control him, which is odd. Let's look at the script. The synchronizer's on. So this is right? Okay, yeah, that's good. It's in the debugger. Username is shadowing an already declared value at 5 line. Out. Okay, so the movement is not working. Also, let's move them onto here. Okay, so input is not being... Okay, so let's figure that out. I wonder what happens if I put it here. Actually, let's start with there and then I can go back. So player. Let's get the player script. Screen size. I don't need that. Let's comment that out. Okay, we can do all that. Let's comment this out real quick, see if it works then. Because then it's just a matter of setting up the multiplayer authority, which I think is probably the issue. Yep, okay. So. Okay. If not, synchronizer is multiplayer authority. So. I have to make it so it's the multiplayer authority. So I set the multiplayer authority here. String name. I turn the name into an integer. By the way, will it work if I don't have the test server up? Yes, it will. Okay. So right now it's not even connected to the freaking server. Holy guacamole, this is a lot of work. My brain's already kind of hurting. I'm going to take a quick mental break. I'll be back. I just need to lie down for a second and do something to recover some brain energy. Holy crap. had a nice little break. See how I can all right. I'm back. Okay, so I got the player synced. So he doesn't move yet because I don't have the server set up properly. So I have to look at that. Let me actually just close these two. Open this server, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure everything is labeled correctly. So now I'm in the test server, so we're in game. So the script for the game is supposed to connect to client. On ready, pass, that's fine. Then for the client, which this is called client in my game. Actually, let's call it server. I'm just gonna call it server and see what happens. I don't really understand what I'm doing. That's definitely a problem. Understand what the issue is here. Some pre-job debugging. Yeah. What is it? Why is it? This is the server right now. Why is it saying? Why is it saying it could not find the type client? What did I do that broke that? Did I change the class name? Yes. Can I change it to server, by the way? Will that be okay? If I call it server in this one and then it's client in the other, or will that break it? I would rather call it server just because it's easier for my brain. Just has to match. Where does it have to match? What part of it has to match? Like within itself? Like all this stuff? Typing has to match. So does that sounds like a no. That sounds like I can't do it then. Now it's not saying waiting. Before it said waiting for connections. Data is never used in the function. Register player. I think I have to keep it as client, right? So if I change it to server here, that means I'd have to change it to server in the other one, right? That's what you're saying? I just have so many questions. I'm just gonna change it back to client. I don't want to wait anymore for an answer. And just make them all say client and hope for the best. I can leave that one as server. part after the call-in has to be the variable name the rest. I'm talking more about the interaction between the server and the client. So like in the client deployment, is it going to interact wrong if I use server in this one and client in the other? Does that make sense as a question? Maybe it doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't know this shit. I don't know how to do it. Like what you're saying, I know that. But I don't know if it'll mess it up with the way you wired it to connect to... Never mind, I'm just gonna change it back to client. I don't even know why I'm like wasting all this time trying to ask a question that I don't even need to know the answer to. I mean, I guess I would like to just understand what's going on. That's probably why I'm curious. But hopefully I can just understand later or something. This shouldn't be. That shouldn't be there. Oh. Okay, so it doesn't say it's listening for connections now. Why? Why does it not say that anymore? I must have messed something up. I can't go back far enough. Oh, I'm getting so frustrated. It's like I have to redo everything I already did. Like, it's like I'm starting over. I guess I have a little bit more of an understanding about it, but I'm just like, what the hell? This shit is breaking my brain. I don't understand what the hell is going on. That's why it's always dangerous to pull in other people's code and work. It's like, I don't understand any of this. Like, I don't really get how you got... Like, I don't understand how RPCs work. I've tried using them, like, all day for multiple days. And it's like, I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm starting to get mad. RPCs are just relays. That doesn't make me feel any better that you're saying it's like, oh, it's simple, it's just this. And it's like, bro, that doesn't make me feel good that I still don't understand the concept. You know? Like, oh, it's just this. It's like, yeah, I know, I've read that. I know what that, I feel like I could almost recite the documentation at this point, but I still don't, it doesn't click. Like, what does that mean? It's just a relay. Like, I can't get them to work. Yeah, I don't care about RPCs. I'm just trying to get this server to work. Why isn't it listening anymore? Data's never used. Gosh, this is so frustrating. I'm so in and out of my depth. I'm sorry, I'm just getting sick of doing this. Like, it's getting to where it's like really frustrating because I've just been working on it so much, and I feel like when you send me that chat, like, I really appreciate it, but I feel like I just have to start over, and I don't even understand it. Like, I don't understand what you did to make it work. Like, that's really the heart of the problem. So I'm trying to like implement what I did into what you did, and I don't even know how to connect the dots. You know, like, I don't know. It's like I tried to jump too many things. And now my brain is just gonna explode. Like, I'm trying to do like a dedicated server. I'm trying to do a chat. I'm trying to do a freaking... and then in addition to that, I have to integrate every feature that I created into someone else's like code, and it's like, I don't know, I'm not versed enough. I just kind of like, the way I got as far as I did is I just kind of fiddled with every little thing until it worked. I don't really understand how it works. I want to like so badly. But I don't. All I did was read like documentation all day yesterday trying to, and then like, it's just like, it makes me feel so stupid. Like, I'm trying so hard to learn this thing, and it's just like killing my heart. Like, Unity was not this hard, dude. Delays in pain medicine. Oh, no worries. I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm just venting about how hard this Godot stuff is. Like, I just wanted to get a working prototype and then like take a break. Not doing bad. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing bad. I just don't understand your code. Like, that's really what I needed, is I needed to understand how it works. And I don't understand how the chat works. Like, when I look at it, I don't understand what the hell is happening. Like, I don't understand how everything connects. Server and the clients are the same thing. So to answer my initial question, I have to use the same variable names for both, right? Like, I can't say client here or server here and client there. I think I fucked this up already. I'm gonna just delete it and start and recreate it. I'm gonna, the server, I'm just gonna grab your initial project. And just use that. So it each have a login function. RPC can call each one at the same time. So the way the chat works. I'm just gonna leave it called lobby here. So now it says listening for connections. So I'll play it. Then I'll play my game. This is what, okay, there's a lot to read. This is what I do for game chat. Currently, server and client communicate between global node network. Client has function send chat message RPC1, spread chat message on server, remote function spread chat message, which will send, okay, this is just making me confused as fuck. Thank you, Valkyries, for showing me that, but I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if Godot 4 works differently. It works a little differently. global node network. So your global node. So is your global node lobby code in the code you sent in the project you sent me? Is it necessary for lobby to have the same name in both projects? No. So, how do I know that this is a global node? Or where is this the global node? And if it is, then how is it made to be global? How is that a thing? Like, how is one thing global and another's not? Is it because of the extend node? What makes something global? How can you make something global and then have something that's not global? I don't make the node global, which I assume Valkyries mean an auto-load singleton. Okay, so in the project, if I go to project settings on the auto-load, there's a singleton, which I don't see any singletons. I don't even know how to do a singleton. I don't even really get the concept, to be honest with you. I've read this documentation like 55 times now, and I still don't even really get what a singleton is. What the hell is an auto-load singleton? What the F is an auto-load singleton? Well, I finally understand singletons, and I see the power of having a game event singleton hold a bunch of signals that a scene can emit, and now decoupled my scenes. Cool. However, you don't need to make a singleton? Okay, I'm just getting more lost here. I don't even know what a singleton is, so I don't even know how to like not make it or make it, because I don't know what it is. I certainly don't know what an autoload singleton is. Singletons. Godot seed system, while powerful and flexible, has a drawback. There is no method for storing information, player score inventory, that is needed for more than one scene. It's possible to address this, some workarounds, but they come with their own limitations. You can use a master scene that loads and unloads other scenes as its children. However, this means you can no longer run those scenes individually and expect them to work correctly. In project settings, auto load, you can add a script which will be loaded and accessible by all other scripts. Yeah, I know that from, that's how I set up my, my chat to keep my username. The the singleton pattern is useful tool for solving the common use case where you need to serve persistent information between scenes. In our case, it's possible to reuse the same scene or class for multiple singletons as long as they have different names. Using this concept, you can create objects that are always loaded no matter which scene is currently running, can store global variables such as player information, blah 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 blah, can handle switching scenes in between scene transitions, act like a singleton since GDScript does not support global variables by design. Auto-loading nodes. Okay, well, I don't really care about that right now. I don't want to talk about singletons anymore. What I'm trying to do is get my client to connect to this server. That's what I have to do before I even get any kind of chat even fucking working. So I do turn the server. Let me close this. So as far as the order of operations goes, I'm not even at the point where I can start re-implementing the chat. So, I mean, I know I was venting about how I don't know how to do it, but that's not even what I'm at right now. So first thing I have to do is just get the freaking, with the way CodeMora's server works, I have to get my client to connect to the dedicated server, which is not working now. So that is the next thing. Here, I can like list out the things that I have to do. It's like this. Okay, so I have to connect client test to server test. How should I phrase that? Connect users, connect client to server client? Sure. And then from there, I have to set player authority. And then from there, I can do chat. So that's like the three things I have to do. And doesn't the client connect automatically to server on, I don't know. My client's doesn't. Maybe yours does. So here is my lobby. I can start it up. The thing is if you look at the way CodeMora did it, right? He has a notification set up on client connected. It says client has connected, right? So here, for example, right here, it says servers listening. So on my other window, I'm logging on with my email authentication and stuff. I just logged on. No connected. No user connected. So this is a difficult thing to debug, right? Because I don't know where to start because I didn't make it. So it's almost like maybe I should like make them all one project first instead, because the way code gave it to me is already split up. And it's like, I'm having a hard time bridging the gap here. So I can show you what the login looks like. When you connect, it does on function ready, it does all this crap, multiplayer connected. Localhost 9000, it's the same address. So after you go through the verification, then it opens this up. then it does all this, and I don't know how his works because I didn't make it, so I don't understand what the heck is going on here. But I do know that it's not working. You have to create the client before you can connect the signals? I mean, you say that with a question mark like I know the answer to your question. I have no freaking clue what you're even saying. Why isn't this code here connecting to Code Mora's server? That's what I can't, that's the next thing I need to figure out. And it's making me want to punch a hole in the wall because it should work. I didn't change anything. Why do I have custom signals? I don't know, I didn't make them. This is just so you can later set up client. This one here. Okay, so if client get connection, multiplayer connection disconnected, return. No, server port, server host. That's all correct. Multiplayer peer equals client. Does everything look right here? Maybe I'll pull up his other project. This is the project he sent me initially that I tried to adapt. So then why doesn't it work? If I haven't changed it, why doesn't it work? Did you call the function anywhere? No, that's probably what it is. Okay, so if I go to the setup client, so after login, so I can do it in here under login sign up. See why Valkyrie's made it auto load? I don't. Did I just drop this in here like that or something? I could put it here. Actually, that would work. If it actually worked. I don't know how to call this from the other one, though. This is frustrating. I don't really get how to connect scripts to each other. Like, that's really a big part of my problem with Godot. Okay, let's just try do that just for kicks. Game.client. That actually seems easy. Is that all you're supposed to push? Yeah, that doesn't work. How come the game.client doesn't work? I want to call this one. What do I type? Reference to game node commented out. Reference to game node commented out. Oh. Still doesn't work. You have to reference the node. Node, the client node as well. It's not root, right? So it'd be like the node is actually I don't want to use get root. Got a catastrophe? Okay. So I can reference a script. Right? Doesn't work. main tree. Honestly, I don't even know how to do that. This is the base tree. If you don't know, if that's not right, just tell me how to show the main tree. I don't know what that means. Is the universe node in client? I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean. What does that mean? Is the universe node in client? Like, does it extend to it? Use more words if you don't mind. Like, that's more specific terminology. Like, does that mean, like, what does that mean? Is the universe node in the client? Like, no, don't apologize. You're helping me. I'm just telling you that I'm not familiar enough to understand exactly what you mean with real general language. So, like, if you ask me if the universe, I thought it was in the client scene. Yeah. So the way, here, I'll explain the way I have it structured out, is I have this game scene, right? And it has a login screen and a client scene. And basically after you log in, right, here, I'll show you. And this login works. It authenticates that you have a account, right? And then it brings you to here. What happened there when I logged in is it loaded the universe scene. And the universe scene has the chat, the UI, which isn't really anything yet. And then it has the map, the current map, and the player. Eventually, I'll change this to spawner later, but I just am not that far yet. I need to connect to the server first, and then I'll switch this player out for character spawner, whatever it's called, player spawner. I forget what it's called, right? So that's my plan. So what we're trying to do is, so I don't really understand how scene trees work exactly, but I'm going to try my best to answer your question. So where is the universe scene in the scene tree? The universe gets loaded on the login. Here, let me go to the login. So when you go to login, I do a get tree change scene to file universe tscn here. And that's how I load the universe scene. So this is the response after you verify your account. It's a little bit weirder for me because I have account verification set up, which works. So I want that feature, account creation and verification. You would not do it like that? How would you do it? Feel free to tell me. Just add the universe scene into your game. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and interpret what you're saying. You're saying put the universe scene in the game node, right? That's what I'm interpreting. So you're saying do this. And then I guess I could just like show it. And if I'm gonna do it that way, then I have to change the way that this works. So let me comment this out for now. So when I've authenticated, I have to make it so there's a couple ways I can do this now, right? I can do visibility. Like I can make it the scene visible or not visible. I can start with it invisible and then make it visible here. Yes, add it as a child, and you can remove the login if you want. Okay. How do I remove? It's like something. I'm trying to remember the code. The thing I found though is it was kind of funky when I tried to just do a remove scene. Remove child, I don't need to. So what would you do next if you were me? You would just do the, like, what would you put here? To make the universe scene, because the way it's going to look now, it's going to be all funky because the universe is going to be on top of the login, right? So I can't even see my login stuff. So what that means I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to like make the game initially hide that stuff. So I'd do something to the effect of like, so you have game, login, and client as children. Just add universe scene to game as a child. Yes, I did that already. It's right here, see? Then you can remove the login screen if you want. Okay, so let's look at what this looks with the universe hidden. Now, you can't use universe bools on a control node or just a blank node. If I change it to a 2D node, let's see. Yeah, the universe visible false doesn't work. If I move this to the, which one is the bottom in front? I think there's like Z index issues. Oh, well, it's there. That's cool. But it's not clickable now. Change the universe scene to node 2D. Then I can hide it and show it, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, I don't do it here. I do it here. Change type. Node 2D. Okay, so now here in game, I can make it. Maybe I can actually make it invisible by default, right? Still visible. And I still can't click on this. Is game the default? Yes. Okay. So universe is off. I mean, I guess I can hide the individual things within it for now. I don't know why the camera got messed up. Oh, it's because it's not in a canvas now. Oh, it is actually. Maybe it's not. Do it like this after the user logs in. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So I think we're all learning. I really appreciated Varkeys. So I thought about doing it this way initially. The reason I opted out is because I couldn't really get it to work the way I wanted. So for some reason though now, okay, cool. So I can actually verify now. That works. Still a noob myself. We all are. Can I just turn off the visibility at the top level? Oh, I gotta save this. Save scene. Oh, this setup client doesn't work. I'll figure that out later. Save scene. What the hell is broken here? Okay, I don't even understand how this stuff works. I'm gonna put a comment here. Still need to call scene and load. Or call I don't know how to phrase it. Scene tree and log and connect to server. Well, I appreciate the help. I'm like dying here. Save all scenes. Okay, so the universe was off there. It still shows. It only doesn't show if I turn this off. Like I have to turn all the individual parts off. Current map should also probably be a node 2D so that I can turn it off while that works. Okay, so in the login, which I don't know why in the game it's like all off. It's really this that I have to turn off. I don't understand why this is like off on the side. Okay, so now I can turn off the map. Why is it not centered? I don't get that. I would like to do this in game.dd, make a scene, resource for login and universe, and preload scene path. Then when the user logs in, makes an instance of game.gd and adds it to the child. Then remove the child the login child from game. Okay. That sounds good. So I just have to figure out how to remove the login child from the game. Make a scene resource for login and universe and with preload scene path. Okay, so I don't know what that means. What would be the next step if you were to break it down more simplistically? And also, why is in game.gd remove child game.d remove the login instance. Okay, so in game.gd remove child pass in the login instance. I think this should do it. In game, okay, I don't understand what that means. In game.gd remove child pass in the login instance. I think maybe you think that I called the login here on ready or something? And I don't. I just have it as a child here. So maybe you could be a little bit more specific. I don't understand what you mean. In game.gd remove child pass in the login instance. Exactly what you described, a function to add and remove scenes. Could you maybe be a bit more specific? In game.gd, which is this, right? Remove child pass. So there's no child pass. I mean, this is a child of it's part of the function and it's a pass. Is that what you mean by child pass? I don't understand. Okay, well, since I'm not getting anything going on, I'm super stuck right now. How much time do I have? Like an hour and 45 minutes exactly. Maybe an hour 15, an hour and a half. I don't really want you to just do it for me if that's what you're going to offer. I need to understand how it works. That's like the problem. Like I can't just grab another project and just like plug it in. Like I don't understand what's going on. That's more frustrating. Like I'd rather just start over and do it from scratch again. Oh, so you're saying to do that to... The thing is, though, is the function that changes the scene is in the login node. It's here, right? It's in the login. So doing a remove child, I don't totally understand, because that would be like, you got to remove itself, not a child. right? Like like I need to remove this node here, not its child. So there's more to it than what you're saying, and I don't understand how to call on functions from other scripts in Godot. I still haven't figured that out. I only know how to work within a script to call itself. So is that what you want? Is this what you want me to do, is put this here? Because I mean, I can do that, but I have no idea how that would work. So the game has the login node added to it in GameGD, so you can remove the child that was added to it. Yes, no, I understand that, but the function that makes the thing that this is in the login, the function that moves to the next scene is in the login scene. So how would is there a way to access this function from the game scene as opposed to the login scene? See, that's what I don't understand. It seems weird to be saying remove child from the child that you're trying to remove, because it's not the child. Now maybe I'm missing something, but if I was removing child, I would have to run it from the game scene, from a function in the game scene. Call it in game.gd. Okay. So, therefore, I have to figure out a way to check the response that is in the login in game.gd. I think there's like a miscommunication here, right? So maybe I can like write it out and it'll be more clear, because I feel like I really don't understand what you're saying. So when you log in, right? And then the login node, here, let's be even more specific. You click login, and then the login node is activated. So that's here, right? The login is where it's happening. The HTTP on request completed, that happens in the login node. So you're saying do it in game.gd, but I need to check if it's logged in. Like I get the part about it'll work if this code is fired in GameGD. Like I understand that part, but I don't understand how I can check for this request being completed in GameGD in order to fire it from GameGD. Like that's where I'm like, what? How is that gonna work? Like, what do you want me to just log in and universe children of the game, so you should manage them? The login child says, hey, user is logged in, and then the game node will add the universe scene. So how do I make the login child say that to the game scene? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I get that this, if I put it in the game scene, will remove the login screen. What I don't understand is how to make the game scene know that it's ready for the child to be deleted. How to check in that scene that the authentication was received, because I'm doing that in the login scene. I feel like I'm being really clear, but I'm kind of getting confused. Do I know how to make my own signals? Not well. I've done it like once. I could do a signal. That's an idea, right? Like I could do a signal where I say user authenticated. That's an idea. So I could do like var is authenticated. And I could make that like a bool, right? Is that how you're supposed to do it? The simplest way is like this. In GameGD function start game, and in the login.gd after the user is logged in, call get parent start game. Yeah, I don't really feel like I should need to create like game data for that or use signals. Okay. So you're saying here I can just do get parent. Wait, hold on. I don't know. See, I'm lost again. Get parent. Okay, so I could do get parent start game. And then in there and in the game I could make a start game function. And remove the child login. Like that. That's actually really easy. I like that. It deleted it. Let me check to see if it wasn't from something else. Yeah, no, I don't have anything else here. So in the game, start game, that works. That actually works. I'm gonna actually change it to be a little bit more specific because I'm dumb. I'm gonna change the function to authenticated. And then I'll do get parent authenticated. That's super helpful. Let's check to see if it works again. Okay, everything worked. So now the next thing I can do is, like you were saying before, I can put in the, for function when it is authenticated, I can also do the, what was it? Connect to client thing. Right here. Yeah, client setup client. Magic. Then I have to actually call the client from the tree, right? Because this is going to work. I can do that here, right? I can do, oh, I don't remember the code for that client. Here, hold on, you put something that's close to it in there. Move the extra dot. The extra dot? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. Colon. That's... Okay, will this work? Oh, yeah, because I called on it here. No, but this isn't right. I'll try it. Thought it was a dot. Okay, so now I'm gonna open up the server. Put in the other window. Dude, that parent thing is so good. That's pro. Okay, so I started the server. It's waiting for connections. It still says listening. It doesn't say anybody's connected. Let's check the debugger. Parameter event. It's intended to be a prefix. Chat.gd. That's okay. That's in the future. I'm going to comment this out for now. Wait, yeah, that's in chat. I'll worry about that later. So it's not connecting. See, it still just says server listening for connection here, which means that this is not firing. Any ideas, code? Clearly the game script is definitely going, because the remove child is working. Let me just comment that out to make sure that it's not something else doing it. Yeah, see, it doesn't disappear. So this code is working. What do I have for setup client in this? If client, get connection, multiplayer connection disconnected. Localhost. On client connected. I'm gonna just give myself a message here. Print. Okay, so it's not showing that connected to server stuff. So it's definitely not working. Go to the client. This is not firing. So it's not getting to there. We'll add another print here to see if we do this part. To see if it's even calling, so I can do a connecting to server. Starting the server again before I do this. Server is waiting, login, connecting to server. Okay, so it's definitely firing that because it's doing the connecting to server, but it doesn't go any further than that. connecting to server. It's possible that I ran the functions in the wrong order. So this is firing. If client get connected status. Okay, so if it's disconnected, then you return. Enet multiplayer new. It's interesting the way you wrote this. Multiplayer is a core node. Can you try to step through it with the debugger? What does that mean? Make a breakpoint after user authentication over each with the debugger. How about we do it like this? We'll just do connecting to server 1, connecting to server 2, and then connecting to server 3. We'll see if how many of these messages it pushes live. See where it breaks. So it does all of them. 1, 2, 3. So that's something. Is that where you wanted me to make breakpoints? I could put one here. I mean, I already know this works though, because it's calling the client setup client. Like that works, and it's doing all of this. So what else could be wrong? Let's try these. Go to process. If you did not delete it. I did not delete it, no. Server disconnected. No, this is my old code. This isn't your code. does output say? It's covered up? Oh, output says all of these are here. Let me run it again. Okay, so it does the connect to server 1, 2, 3. So this is all working. But it doesn't show any of the failure messages or anything like that. It just stops here. So now there's a connection failed. I think it just times out after a while. The connection failed error showed. This is not right. Game. Let me change this. It might be because it's trying to grab this data. That could break it. What is the output of the server? Nothing happened at the server. It doesn't hear anything. No peer connected or signal fired. There's nothing happening on the server. I mean, I could add, here's the server, right? When I started, it says server listening for connections here. And then there's also a message when somebody connects. It gets through this, and this all works. Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry, I just saw something. I wasn't connecting to the right port. Maybe that's it. We'll find out in a second here. I'm sorry, I'm so dumb. That better not be it. Or it better be it, I don't know. Oh, it works. So, remember when I replaced the, when I replaced it, I didn't change the routing number back. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. But look, it connected now. So that's huge. I got like another hour or so before I have to go. About an hour. Now that I've actually been able to connect to the server, I can start like showing the level and setting up the synchronizer again. It's questing my brain. You guys have been super helpful. Honestly, I think the most useful thing I've learned like today is this function here. This one you taught me has been the most. I'm gonna erase all this because this is a bit superfluous. I'll leave the connecting to server for now. The thing that I think I appreciated the most today was, what was it? It was like something parent, he told me. Where is it? Get parent. This is so useful. Like that is gonna help a lot. Yeah. Get parent works better with my brain, but it's just a little bit less of a mouthful. Just call it by name. You want me to change it? Sure. Although my game is lowercase, but I'll copy that. I think it's lowercase. Let me look. Yeah. No, it's uppercase. Never mind. Just joking. Do what works for me? Well, I have to learn. I like that this is more exact. Okay, thank God I'm connected. Okay, so from there, I can start slowly re-adding some of those features. Man, once you have the server set up, you don't have to do a lot to it, huh? Like, it's at least just whenever you want something that gets authenticated, you have to go like, it's more, yeah, like, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, how would I, like, the server's fine. Now I can load the universe in the same function. Yeah. Yeah, that's the next thing we're gonna do. And then I have to get the character sync working again. So I can just do... What would you do to load the universe? Would you do, want to give authority? Not until you want to give it authority over things. Yeah, and that's not where I'm at. Like, I just want to push a prototype where you can chat and walk and move around. Like, I want to put a prototype up on itch. Preload it and make an instance and authenticate it. Okay, I think I know how to preload. I mean, I did it somewhere else. Thanks for helping me, Varkees. By the way, Varkees, if you want to join our Discord, we have a lot of guys that talk about Godot all the time on there. I guess not a lot, but it's becoming pretty Godot-y. Since I'm like the Discord server guy and it's mine, and I'm streaming it all the time. So people come in to talk about Godot. Okay. Whenever you can. Yeah, this... Understanding, like, it's... For me, the thing I don't really get is, even just if it's local, not multiplayer, I don't totally understand how Godot like calls on other things from other places, and learning that is the hard part for me. To a certain extent, it's like other stuff, but I don't really get the logic of the nodes yet. It's still a little unclear in my brain, but I'm getting there. I'm probably going like 45 minutes, actually. I gotta go to the bank before work. Navigating the tree. Yeah. But once you got it, it's simple. Yeah. It's just so different than like any other... the way other engines work, you know? Like with Unity, the way they have whatchamacall, when it's like you can create an enemy from a... It's like a proto object or something like that. I can't remember. But that, to me, is a bit more intuitive. But nodes are way more powerful. And it's like less work, less busy work. I mean, no, I know you have the functionality of it. I'm not saying that, but the way that's set up, it's just, my brain was easier to understand it more. Because objects, you had like certain objects that would replicate like that would multiply when you put them in stuff, and it would, it's just, I don't know, it was easier for me to understand. But I understand that nodes can do just as much, if not more. Okay, so back on track. The next thing I need to do is load the universe scene. Now this is weird because the scene is already kind of loaded and I just turned it off, right? So what I want to do is I want to make it so I can have it just not turned off. For some reason I can't, when the universe is on, I can't click it. So I want to do universe visible. Yeah, I'm not too worried about. Thank you for telling me that. Eventually I'll probably implement something where if you disconnect, the login screen like pops up again. So I'll figure that out later. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. It's not like it takes up a lot of space. It's just a bunch of UI nodes. So I don't think I need this anymore. This is my old host / join thing I had. Let me take a look at, it doesn't even have any scripts attached to it, so I don't think I need it. I'm gonna just delete it. I'll add more to the UI node later. The computer's like dying. So for the universe, I think the reason why it's not centered is because in here I didn't do layout. Yes, that's it. So here in the layout I do center. Now it disappeared. That's weird. Let me check to see that this is all uncentered. Oh, it's not. I see. So I have to move this up to this. Oh shit. This color rect here. Move it up to the top. And then I can go. So this is on center now. Put my login node into a canvas layer node. Yeah. That'll probably help. That should still just work because the way I went to the address. Okay, so I just have to go and change. With the centering, I don't totally understand how it works. Because the anchor preset is centered there. It's sort of centered, it's a little off. It's a little off to the right. It's weird. Why is it off? Centered in the login screen. Okay. I'm pretty new with the UI stuff. Whatever, that works. I'm pretty hungry. Do I know how anchors work? Not really. I don't know anything. Right now it's anchored to the center. Top right anchor symbol. Pick center, center. Oh, cool. Click the login control and make the anchor full size. The login control. Work in the login screen. What am I doing wrong here? I actually don't want this background either. Should I use the other? Login control and make the anchor full size. Just now center the color rect. too hard for me. Why doesn't it want to be in the center? Change anything outside the scene? Maybe. Let me check the game scene again. Maybe that's it. I need to change the login to full rect. That's probably what it is by default, right? There we go. That was what it was. Okay, now it's permanently centered. And it connects. Interesting, this works now, but it's not disappearing anymore, so let's check that out. Remove child get node login. Let me just make sure that this is working. I think maybe when I moved it into the canvas layer, it got messed up. Yeah, canvas layer login. I think that's it. Well, it's saying that it authenticated in the chat node here. And connecting to server, so it's working. It's just not. Oh, the removal is not working. Okay. That's what it is. Still not calling on it correctly. Oh, I didn't do the capitalization correctly? No. I think you're supposed to do like this, right? Get rid of that canvas layer though. try to remove the canvas layer. Oh, I see what's going on here. Wait, what? There's another error. Isn't a child of game anymore. Yeah, so now I'm trying to remove canvas layer instead. Can I just remove the canvas layer? I feel like that should work. Yeah, that worked. Okay. Yeah, I just removed the entire canvas layer. That's fine. Oh, okay. So next on the menu, player movement. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the synchronizer authority just to see if everything still works outside of that. Okay, so this still works. So now I just have to set up the authority for the server. I'm assuming this doesn't work. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back. Yeah. I don't really, as far as the canvas layer goes, I don't really foresee at any point having a need to have another UI element in there. Other than the login screen, my plan is to have all of the UI elements be inside of the universe layer. So in actual gameplay, everything is going to work out of the universe layer. So I don't think the login, I like the login being separate from everything else, like a layer that's on top, because then I can kind of easily, later on I'll make it so if you disconnect, the login screen pops back up. And I just like that. I don't want the login to be baked in with the rest of the user interface, so I'm fine with just having the login be its own thing. Okay, so I'll be right back. The next thing is the synced player movement, and that's pretty exciting. And then hopefully trying to get that chat going again. And then after that, I mean, I'm set up to pop this bad boy on AWS. I'm excited. Yeah, I'll probably keep streaming for another half hour after I come back, and then I'll go because I have a teaching job I gotta go to. I teach people how to code, believe it or not. Apparently that's why I'm a teacher and not an actual developer anymore, because I suck. But thank you very much, Varkees, if you're not around when I come back. I really appreciate your help. You were a huge help. The remove child stuff and the get parent stuff was stuff I didn't know how to do, so you'll be here. Cool. Well, I'll leave the music kind of chilling, and I'll be back in a little bit. I just need a little bit of a break from my brain and to use the bathroom, and I got to take some laundry off the clothesline. So I'll be back in a bit. How do I switch views? Oh, by the way, if you haven't yet, go play my game and leave it lots of reviews. Ask you anytime for help. If you can, you'll help. Yeah. Eventually, you're gonna have to ask me for help, bro, because I'm gonna be the master someday. But yeah, check out my game. It's free on Android and Steam. The Steam version's a little bit more solid. And just trying to get reviews on it. That's like one of my main goals right now. Once I get up to 50, it switches on Steam from being reviews being positive. Once you get over 50, it changes to very positive. And then it puts you in a new category and puts you in front of more people. So that's kind of my goal right now, is to get my game to be very positive. So far, I have 39 reviews. They're all positive. Primarily, I think because the only people playing my game are people who hear about me through YouTube or this. So I would really appreciate it. Even if you don't play it that long, I do really appreciate the positive reviews, both on the Play Store and the and on the other one. Both on Android Play Store and on Steam. And, you know, I get donations, or I've gotten a donation or two for that game, and if I get more, I'll keep working on it, you know. But I'm also gonna keep working. Those are like my two projects. I've been taking a break on that RPG because I wanted to do this multiplayer thing like really bad. Like I really want to have a low, like a game with like very high performance, like that works on potatoes and can be playable from a browser and from phones. That's a multiplayer game. Like it's been something I've wanted to do for a long time, and it's looking like I'm gonna at least get a prototype without any combat in it, and with functioning chat, a login, authentication, all that stuff is gonna be happening soon. The reason why I got excited to do a browser game is because I have so many students and they all play these kind of games at school and stuff. So I know it'll be a hit because it's the kind of stuff that kids do, right? Familia was kind of like a game that people my age, people who are like 30 to 40, like want to play and relive their 90s nostalgia. That's what Familia is, and I love that game. I think it's a wonderful game, and I'm very proud of it. But I do understand that it's not as much a game that I think has the potential to be quite as popular as this multiplayer one that I'm trying to get off the ground. So, okay, I'll be right back. Browser MMO? Yeah. See, that's what I want to make. Easy browser MMO. Although it's a bit pretentious to call it MMO. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Whew. Ooh, baby. Hey, Varkees. Did you join the server? I think you said you did. Gotta give you some cred. Some street cred. Put you as a developer. And you're, yeah, this is you. You got a babe. Is that a character from Octopath Traveler? Or something? Okay, I got about 20 minutes. Let's get the motion sync. So I have to use the character synchronizer. You've used Godot 3, right? So you're not in Godot 4, so you don't have you don't use the multiplayer synchronizer yet. You haven't used that feature, have you? I'm just curious. Oh, cool. So maybe I'll focus on the chat then first, since I have somebody around. The way Codemora did this, it's similar to the old way we used to do it. So he created a dictionary. I see why I commented those two things out. It's because they both... What did I comment out there? Function ready. Oh, no, that's right. Game equals get your root node game. I don't need this. Right? Because I'm already getting it out of the game, so I can just pass that. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the chat box now. I'll do the synchronization later because that's something you haven't really used. So if you're able to help me, you'll be able to help me more through this, just because you're around. So I don't think the input is connected. So let's check at the nodes. On button pressed. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so post chat. This calls RPC post chat, which is this. This technically should be up here because it needs to be declared before it's called. Okay, so I can't click on it. So the UI thing is not functional. Okay, so for the chat. So first let's take a look at how I implemented it in there. So it's part of universe. I pull out the current map, will I be able to access it? Let's see. It might be a matter of layers. Take out this UI too. something else? What's going on? Oh, maybe it's not working because I'm not connected yet. I need to turn the server on. That's probably it. What's seen as a chat node under? Okay, so I'll show you the structure of it. Give me a sec. So there's game, and then within game there's universe. And universe is under a canvas layer called chat. And then chat is its own node here. Might be blocking the click signal. That's weird. Where would it, why would it do that? Let's look through the code and see if we can see anything. I actually don't need this. Because in universe I have a if current map is null, current map. This is all trash. I don't need any of this. So let's get rid of all of this. I'm just gonna put a pass here. This is done to handle overlapping UI elements. Okay. Okay, so that was it. I had it blocked through some crap, so like froze or something. Okay, so when I send, what goes wrong? Chat on button press, unable to get RPC configuration, post chat at path. Okay, so chat, post chat, if line edit text length to return var data equals submit chat message. Where's submit chat message? Okay, line edit clear. Where is this? Client. It's in client. Okay, so 40, let's start at line 44. This is where the issue is. Post chat. Button press unable to. Hold on. What if I push enter? 39 unable to get RPC configuration for function post chat at path root game universe UI chat. Method is missing or not marked for RPCs in the local script. Okay, so what's up, Cat God? How you been? How you been, bro? Setting up some server crap. Appreciate. Here, let me do a shout out for my old friend here. I'm not gonna be streaming much longer, but we'll go somewhere fun. I'm gonna try to use this new shout out. Cat God 9. Cat God 9 does a lot of game dev. Last time I saw him, he was working on a turtle. He has like a game, it's 3D, and there's like a turtle that walks around and you can build a house on it. It's kind of like a smaller version of like House Moving Castle. You build your house on a turtle that's moving. Turtle bases, yeah. It's pretty cool projects, pretty fun. He's a pretty chill dude. His stream is very similar to mine in the sense that we're both co-work streams. So, House Moving Castle variant. That'd be funny. Yeah, it looks really fun. So it's like a multiplayer game. I don't know if you call it an MMO. Cat God. I tend not to say that because when I say I'm gonna make an MMO, people's ears like shut off. So, at least if you're talking to other developers. So mine is a multiplayer action RPG open world. An action RPG open world game. It's quite a mouthful. But it's basically like an ARPG MMO. An MMO ARPG. That's the latest project. For those of you who don't know, I have a game on Steam that's free. It's pretty fun. I need lots of reviews, so go play it and give me positive reviews, please. I really appreciate that. If you are at all interested in Godot, not a lot of people streaming Godot on Twitch. I might just be the guy. This might just be the place to be for Godot-related content. I also am a very seasoned RPG Maker developer, so both those I know. Well, Godot I don't really know my stuff, but I'll get there. Oh, I see what was going wrong. I have to put an RPC here. And then I can also do... So this is new stuff. You're not gonna... You probably don't know what I'm doing. I had to copyright music on my stream when I was listening to nature sounds, so it's copyright free element. I had copyright music muted on my stream when I was listening to nature sounds, so it's copyright free. Twitch muted your VOD. Did you try Pretzel Rocks like I was talking about, and did it mute you then? If you play any music, you can get muted. It's totally a thing. Because it just has to sound like something else. So this is what I got. I got a login screen where you can actually log in. I'm working on the chat now. Invalid. What was happening there? Invalid on base, no. So this is my client build. I have another build for my server. Just disable extra audio from being recorded on the VOD. Yeah, it's pretty random what gets muted, what doesn't. Just disable audio from being recorded on the VOD. Doesn't that kind of like, if you were worried about your streams being muted, I mean, I guess it prevents you from getting like a strike, but that's not really the real concern. The real concern is something else. I actually think I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna make it to the bank before work. So let's check out who's live, and we can keep this raid train going. Don't forget to follow me if you want to watch about Godot multiplayer. I'm pretty much the only guy doing Godot multiplayer on Twitch that I've seen. If any of you know different, let me know. I'm also one of the only guys using Godot 4.0, the new version, since I just started using Godot recently. So we got, let me see if there's any Godot people. Godot TV is live. That's Spanish though. I don't want to go to a Spanish speaker. Practical NPC. This is probably the one. Always nice to include wares. It looks like based on their conversation that I think will jive. Yeah, this looks sweet. This looks like it's multiplayer. It might not be. I think this is the guy though. How's their audio?
Something that chases the player while they're in this galaxy. Like a, if you guys know Madeline,
yeah, this guy looks cool. We'll raid him. Raid, practical NPC. All right, everybody, thank you for coming. It's been a good stream. I really got some huge breakthroughs. Probably stream again tonight, later, and I'm going to be working on finishing up the chat, reconnecting the chat integration, and also the movement synchronization between multiple players. And then from there, my plan is to go ahead and start uploading it to AWS. And then from there, I'm going to put a playable client on Itch, or if Itch won't host it, which is a possibility because of the way their multiplayer crap works, I'll put it on a private server somewhere. Yeah, that's just kind of what I'm going to figure out, and I'll talk to y'all later. I'll probably hang out in this guy's chat for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll see you. I'll see y'all. Thank you so much for coming. It's a special shout out to... suck with the name Varkees. Yeah, that is Varkees. I don't know. But thanks for helping me with the code, of course. Code Mora, always thank you for helping me with the code. And I'll see y'all later. Until the next time. Farewell. Goodbye. Bye. I'll be back later tonight. Today's just so it's more like good day, because it's not even...
Maui Game Studio. Thank you for the raid, man. Maui? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Let me give you a shout out. CatGod9. Thank you for the follow. What do we have here? I will show you guys everything. Let me just